Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Liverpool's ambitious £80 million mega signing could be on. Liverpool may yet complete an £80 million transfer. Reports indicate a deal can be had. Liverpool shocked everyone this season by signing Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen for a club record fee. It was the first time the Reds ever went paid £100 million for a player, and they did so in order to secure one of the biggest talents in world football, but their incredible spending may not stop there. Liverpool want to sign a new forward and have done since January, to be honest. The Reds weren't happy with their selection despite winning the title, with the likes of Darwin Nunez not looking quite right under Arne Slot. It left Liverpool willing to spend big on the right player. The money is certainly there, too. Liverpool made a profit last summer before their victorious Premier League campaign. Wirtz didn't drain the coffers. Especially as we do expect some sales. Nunez is linked with Napoli and Saudi Arabia, while there's solid interest in Luis Diaz, too. The latter is an interesting one as an opportunity appears to have opened up for Liverpool. One they might have to take advantage of. Anthony Gordon appears to be available. Much like Liverpool surprised everyone with Wirtz, Newcastle United are causing a stir by pushing for Hugo Ekitike. Suggestions in Germany are that they want to sign him to play with Alexander Isak. Now, that's an interesting one as it would suggest a shift in formation. But it also makes you wonder how they'd afford to sign Ekitike without selling Isak. The Chronicle suggests the stance from Toon Chiefs is that players could have to be sold in order to help raise funds for the star, who has an £86 million release clause, and that sounds about right. They also say that player likely isn't Isak. The only other player who they could move on for a large sum is Anthony Gordon, given there's absolutely interest from Liverpool. The Reds tried to sign the Scouser last summer, but Newcastle avoided a need to sell by moving other players on. Liverpool's interest remains, and Team Talk claims Newcastle could sell for around £80 million. That's something the Reds could comfortably afford, especially if Diaz left and created a need to sign a new left winger. This one really does seem on, then. Newcastle's potential change of formation would allow for a forward to leave, and Gordon is the easiest sell. If Liverpool want him, we imagine they can have him. A deal is certainly there to be made. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is Liverpool name Ibrahima Konate price as Real Madrid prepare take it or leave it offer. Liverpool have named their price to let Ibrahima Konate go this summer, according to reports. The French defender's heart is believed to be set on a move to Real Madrid, and with less than a year left to run on his contract, the Reds are at risk of losing him on a free transfer in 12 months' time. Anfield bosses have tried and failed to agree a contract extension with Konate and his camp. The 26-year-old has reportedly turned down two proposals despite playing a pivotal role, alongside centre-back partner Virgil van Dijk, in last season's Premier League win under Arne Slot. Senior figures at the club are reportedly optimistic about their chances of convincing Konate to extend, as they did with Van Dijk and Mohamed Salah last season. But there is also the bitter prospect of Konate following Trent Alexander-Arnold's lead and giving in to the lure of the Bernabeu. According to AS, Liverpool have pinned a £43.5 million price tag on Konate for any suitor who wants to try their luck this summer. They paid £36 million to sign him from RB Leipzig in 2021, and although he has established himself as one of Europe's standout defenders in the 4 years since, his contract situation has left the Reds with very little bargaining power. It is understood that Konate would only be open to joining Real Madrid if he leaves during the current window. And Los Blancos are preparing a take-it-or-leave-it offer to test Liverpool's resolve, but Anfield Chiefs may be disappointed to learn that the proposal in the works is likely to fall between £17.4 million and £21.7 million. Real's primary plan is to wait for Konate to become a free agent next summer and nab him for nothing, and they are confident that he will still be set on a move to the Spanish capital in a year's time. Liverpool could therefore be put in the awkward situation of having to either accept a lowball offer or risk the departure of a high-value player without receiving any compensation, as was the case with Alexander-Arnold. Slot may choose to stand firm on Konate due to the lack of centre-back options at his disposal. Jarell Quansah left to join Bayer Leverkusen in a £35 million deal earlier this month, and Liverpool are yet to sign a replacement. Aside from Konate and Van Dijk, Joe Gomez is the only other senior central defender at Anfield, and the 28-year-old has struggled with injuries in recent years. Liverpool have been tipped to swoop for Crystal Palace skipper Mark Gahey at some point this summer, and those plans could accelerate as Konate's situation becomes clearer. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our third news is Liverpool ready to make offer for Brazilian WONDERKID. Liverpool have got a new Brazilian WONDERKID in their sights. The Reds' decision-makers are reportedly monitoring Alisson at Grêmio, a versatile 19-year-old forward. The right-winger scored during last week's Recopa Gaucha against São José, paying tribute to Diogo Jota after his goal. Having steered a calm finish beyond the goalkeeper, Alisson sat cross-legged on the turf and mimed Jota's famous gamer celebration, and according to prominent Grêmio journalist Bruno Soares, as reported by B.Liverpool, Liverpool are getting ready with a bid. Liverpool is closely monitoring Alisson's progress and may submit an official offer in the coming weeks, a report reads. The 19-year-old player has been watched by scouts from the English club, who see him as having promising potential for the future. Liverpool are currently well-stocked with first-team options in Alisson's preferred position. And the report adds that the winger could instead be placed with the club's underage sector or else loaned out to another European club until he establishes himself. The striker can play both on the wings and centrally, a trait that appeals to European clubs, the report states. At Liverpool, he would be seen as a medium-term option, potentially joining the under-23 squad initially or being loaned out to adapt to European football. Homegrown Alisson first signed a pro deal with Grêmio back in 2022. That contract included a $40 million release clause. His deal was improved last year, tying him to the club until 2028, and the release clause went up to $60M. Alisson wants Liverpool move. He is now becoming a fixture in the first-team squad, appearing in 9 Serie A games thus far this season. Alisson has already approved a move to Europe, revealing his dream in a recent interview with GZH. I do have the desire, yes, he said. It's a boyish dream that any guy has, and it's mine too. Liverpool are making serious moves in the transfer market. An £80 million mega signing could soon be finalized, while the Reds have named their price for Ibrahima Konate amid Real Madrid's firm interest. Meanwhile, a bid is ready for a Brazilian WONDERKID, and Darwin Nunez' exit looks increasingly likely as the manager gives the green light. Huge changes are on the horizon at Anfield. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Darwin Nunez transfer gets green light from manager as Liverpool receive bid. Liverpool are expected to part ways with Darwin Nunez this summer with a number of clubs interested in signing the forward, but the Reds may need to accept a loss. Darwin Nunez is drawing keen interest and Liverpool have received a £52 million bid from AC Milan, it's claimed. But the Reds have also received an approach from the Saudi Pro League for the forward who has scored 25 goals and recorded 16 assists in 95 Premier League appearances. Al Hilal are ready to turn towards the Uruguay international if their move to land Victor Osimhen fails this summer. New boss Simeone Inzaghi is said to have pushed his club to move for the ex-Benfica star, should a move for the Nigerian fail per reports in Riyadh, the Saudi Pro League side, who have already signed Theo Hernandez from Milan this summer, renewed their negotiations with Osimhen after seeing their first proposal rejected. Al Hilal managed to come to preliminary terms with Napoli before the Club World Cup. Osimhen rejected a deal worth €40 million, £34.8 million, annually on that occasion. However, and that has left a move for Darwin, who looks set to depart Anfield, on the table. The Reds are said to be willing to accept a loss on their striker to allow him to leave for £70 million, after signing him for £85 million in 2022. It could be Italian side Napoli who yet offer the stiffest competition to Al Hilal for Darwin's signature. Antonio Conte's team have been persistently linked with the South American star. But reports in Saudi state that it's the Rossoneri who have made the latest offer to Liverpool. The forward, 26, scored in Liverpool's return to pre-season action against Preston. Darwin capitalized on an error from the opposition backline before firing past the goalkeeper as Arne Slot's team recorded a 3-1 win. Liverpool have been linked with a number of potential replacements for the striker. The latest has seen the suggestion that discussions are underway over a possible transfer for Crystal Palace striker Jean-Philippe Mateta. The Frenchman's representatives have reportedly met with Liverpool chiefs in Paris. Mateta scored 14 goals for the Eagles last season as the club found FA Cup success last season. Mateta has 2 years left on his contract and has previously been linked with a move to Manchester United. Amid speculation surrounding the Red Devils, a fee in the region of £40 million to £50 million was touted. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.